just to recap, we had another busy weekend. We had our last two soccer matches of the season. We had our last two home volleyball matches of the season, and we had our last road football game of the season. Fall season is starting to wrap up. So I think we'll just get head coach Andrew Connie of the soccer team up here right now to kind of give you a rundown of what happened and just kind of close out the season for you.
Thank you all for being here. It seems extra loud here today, so I'm really going to try and project a bit. Oh, it's good right now on volume levels, right? Oh, higher. Okay, geez. All right. This past weekend, we went down to Colorado School of Mines and UCCS for our final games. Those are two very good programs. They're going to be in the conference tournament starting today. We had our best result since I've been here against UCCS. We lost 1-0. We had some chances. We had a goal called back as offside that wasn't offside, and that's kind of how that goes. But for our final game, we were actually all 5 of our center backs were either injured or suspended for yellow cards. So we put freshman center mid Brendan Lamorio and outside back redshirt sophomore Bradley Day into center back to fill in. Those are two guys. Brendan does a ton for us in the midfield, so having to take him out of the midfield is kind of a shame. But he filled in at center back, and we only conceded 1 to a very good team. Same with Bradley Day. He's one of our top players this season. Has been graded outside back. To have the versatility to move to center back and kind of shut down a team like that. Huge testament to them. Not really how we want to go out at the end of the season. Limping a bit. But overall, that was kind of the feeling of this season at times. Like, man, we're playing really, really well, but we're not getting the rewards we want. Or this is going right, but we're not finding the result. And so this week, when we finished, Coach Thompson and myself are still ready to go. Like, we're thinking about stuff. We're talking to the players. We saw some of the guys having a lift yesterday, and it's like it doesn't feel like it's over to us right now. And that's a good feeling because a lot of the guys are ready to keep working because we know we didn't accomplish all that we wanted to and all that we were capable of. That being said, a few of the individuals I want to mention from this season, our 3 midfielders, Sterling McKenzie, Owen Winger, and Brendan Lamorio, have changed everything about how we were able to play. And if you watch one of our games this year, you probably saw us have the ball more and connect more passes than we have in the 3 previous years I've been here combined. And those guys have been great in the midfield. And what they've allowed is now, instead of just passing the way we face, even with a defender on their back, they're creative and talented enough to turn that defender and start making plays. In addition to that, I want to mention Kyle Deldovich, our goalkeeper, now has every career goalkeeping record, has almost every single season goalkeeping record. He scored a goal as a goalkeeper, which is ridiculous, had an assist this season. Absolutely incredible. We're really going to miss him. And we think our freshman goalkeeper, Riley Dunn, is ready to step in, having watched Kyle and worked with Kyle this past season. A few of our other records, this is something that we try and measure our success based on previous seasons to see if we're making the right steps. This year, even though I mention this all the time, I'm a very attacking-minded coach. This was our best defensive program in history, far and away. Conceded the fewest goals, allowed the fewest shots, gave up the fewest corners. And that's, I guess, a good thing is I don't even coach that much. I'm working on how we attack. And the possession, the ability of those midfielders, Sterling, Owen, and Brennan, is what allowed that to happen. Justin Barco, our forward, I think we mention him pretty regularly. He's now the all-time program leading goal scorer. He had another great year. He scored in 5 different Hardrock games. He played in 12. And that kind of percentage for scoring is really incredible. It would have been a 6 at UCCS if ref had blinked at a different time, maybe. So we feel really good about what we've done. We're glad the players are hungry, and seeing Justin and Owen in lifting today when they're 2 of our highest minutes, highest working players. We're happy about where we're at and what we can do moving forward. And even the players are saying, I think we're going to do this next year. Even the seniors say, you guys are going to be really good next year. And we need to make sure that we work to be good, not just assume it's going to happen as time passes. That's all for me. Does anyone have questions? Yes, sir.
Good. Like next year games, yes, or 1-0, 1-1, we play good. What's it going to take in your mind next year to get that scoring so we can get a little more offense and hopefully beat somebody because it's so close?
Right. We scored a lot more last season than we did this year, even though our ratios were better. part of that is now that we're possessing the ball more, we're connecting passes, that gives defenses time to recover, and now they're getting their bodies and numbers behind the ball, and it's tougher to break those teams down. Whereas last season we saw Chelsea get 10 goals, where we didn't have the ball a lot, but we were just hitting it long for him into space. So the next step is now that we're going to control the ball a bit more, can we be creative enough and quality enough on the ball to connect passes in tight areas to get shots off? Right now we're doing really good up until the last 30 yards of the field, and all of a sudden they have 10 players in there, it's really, really crowded, and we struggle to break them down. So the next step is, can we continue to build up to that stage and just be a little bit sharper, have a little bit more quality, and that's really the last piece to our puzzle, I think. Or that is the question of our year, and it's something we ask ourselves every single week. Hey, thank you guys so much for support this year.
I just want to piggyback on some of the things that Andrew said. The postseason awards from the conference are going to be released later today, so make sure you check the website to see if we got any player or two that make the all-conference teams. They're not allowed. We're not releasing those until 1 p.m. So that's when we get them now for the conference. So next we'll just move right into women's volleyball. They played a couple of tough matches at home this weekend. And they got swollen up, but I'll let Coach Torvi kind of give you the rundown on that.
Hi everybody. So we just wrapped up a weekend with Shadowgreen and Metro. Played really well. We changed our lineup a little bit, and we've put Rachel Pearson into the middle and Hannah Stevenson on the right side, basically for a better block. And it's worked well for us because on Friday night we had 13 blocks. Hannah had 5 of those. Anna Bright had 8 blocks. Ray had 5 blocks. So we put up a really good defensive game, and statistically we did everything better than Shadowgreen except terminate ball. So that remains to be our biggest problem, and as we recruit a lot more hitters, I think we're going to be in a little better position to do those things. This coming Friday, we will play at Black Hills. It is our last game of the season, and a very big one at that. Not only do we need to win this game for our own soul, but we need to win this for conference in general. So we want to go out and play tough and kind of end our season on a high. The season hasn't been fantastic, but our culture's on the right track. We're doing a lot of good things. Practice is going well, and so once we kind of get our fresh blood into the system, I think things are going to be a lot more fun for us. Very helpful. So, yeah, Black Hills on Friday, 7 p.m. Feel like making the trip? Any questions? Awesome.
Thank you, Warren. And same way with the volleyball. Actually, the volleyball postseason award will be until next week. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. We'll have some announcements when that comes. So I think now we'll just get head coach Zach Taker up here. They were down in the other lines this weekend, and well, I won't spoil it.
Thanks for coming out today. I hope everybody had a restful week. We played a good team on Saturday at Colorado Mines. It was a unique game. You don't see very many games go the way that one did, just the ebb and flow of it the way it was. Got off to a pretty fast start on offense, struggled to get going in special teams and on defense early in the game. Kind of got ourselves into it enough, and then just could not sustain in the second half. I thought their strength and experience really started to pound on us in the second half. It came down to basically what games come down to. We turned it over 3 times. We didn't get any back. We just couldn't run the football very efficiently. Our run game was a little stunted throughout the day. And then they ran the ball effectively. They do a great job. One of the things I admire when we play Colorado Mines is just their style of play. Somewhat similar to ours offensively, but their ability to run it or throw it based on how you deploy your defense is really the characteristic of very good spread offense. I was very impressed. They got that transfer quarterback in. He did a different player. Some individual achievements through the course of the week. Our service player of the week was Jake Leone. He's a tight end out of Fort Collins, Colorado. Jake's parents actually both went to Colorado School of Mines, and then he's at South Dakota Mines. He's injured when he came here, so he's been slow to get going through his redshirt season. But he had a huge catch last week in a pretty competitive drill, and he's an outstanding long snapper. So we're excited to see Jake's future in the program. Hopefully we can redshirt him and have him available for 4 more years next year. The theme of the week, our other service player, Tony Monroe Jr. out of Minnesota. And Tony also came in injured this season, or not injured this season, but coming off of an injury his senior year of high school. Really exciting young defensive back. If you guys watched our game, we had some success throwing the ball against their corners, and I joked with Tony. Tony was the best corner we saw all week in practice. He shut down Isaiah Manley 3 or 4 times in practice on Saturday, which I think is pretty good. Or not on Saturday, but on Wednesday. Our offensive player of the week was Isaiah Manley. He had a really nice performance. I think he ties the school record for catches in a game again. And then our rookie of the week on offense is Anthony Ulrich, number 37, who you're seeing play in the slot. We've had a bunch of injuries in the slot. He played really well. And then our pickaxe player of the week was Andrew Montoya, our defensive lineman. Andrew had a very strong performance, but also has provided some leadership for that defensive front as they've kind of battled through who could step up now as some players have not been able to finish the season at this point. As we look forward, we got Chadron State this week. I think everybody knows the story right now, right? We're undefeated at home. At our number 1 goal for the year was to be undefeated at home, and our last 2 games are home. So for us, we're very, very comfortable going into these last 2 games. Chadron is 6-2. They're playing really well. They've done some really nice things. They've kind of been the opposite of us. Not really. They're 5-0 at home. They're 1-2 on the road. But they can really clutch in these end-of-game scenarios. They've won 2 games in a row at home late in the football game where they found a way to get the ball bounced away and they played. So we're excited to see them come to town. We played for what's called the Eagle Rock Trophy. I don't know much about it because I've never won it before. So we're certainly motivated for this opportunity to play Chadron State. And very excited to be back at home. I think the men have had their fair share of trips throughout the Mountain West region, and they're prepared to play at home. Very, very excited for the opportunity. It's going to be a huge challenge for us defensively because they're one of those teams who runs it well, and they've got the ability to throw it well. So they make you work on both areas. We got to try and do what we can to make them as one-dimensional as possible, which is stop the run first and then rally the pass game. Defensively, they got a really stingy defense as you move further and further towards the end zone. So we're working specifically on doing a good job once we get close to the end zone, being able to score. And we hope, we're not sure, but we do think a couple of our pretty good weapons in the run game offensively could come back this week and help us and be a little more prolific so that we can do what we couldn't do Saturday, which is throw it, which we're pretty good at, but we didn't run it real great on Saturday. And hopefully we get a couple guys back to help us run it with more proficiency when we see Chadron State. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff, so get juiced up and ready to go. It should be a great day, and then hope to see you in the Eagle Rock Trophy down at Murphy's around 5:30, 6 o'clock on Saturday night, and I'll buy you a soda. Any questions on where we're at, where we're going? Yeah.
So on Saturday, the targeting call before the end of the game. Who was the player that was getting
Yeah, so there's a question about the targeting call at the very, very end of the game, and who was involved in that one? Matthew Dietz, one of our tight ends from Longmont, Colorado area, and he's fine. Yeah, he got hit pretty good. It was and I was actually trying to get his attention to see, hey, are you okay? And he gave me kind of a silly look, and so I go, all right. So we put another player in and caught him out. And I said, are you fine? They kind of got me the trainer and everything. And one of the other coaches goes, yeah, he looks at you like that all the time. Well, the silly look he had, I guess, is his general look to me. So, no, but he's totally fine. He was good. Yeah, it's good to see him get some run. He's had kind of an up and down. We've been really good at that position. So the position he plays is where Joe Luberts, number 18, plays. Joe had a fantastic day on Saturday. He's been a total revelation. And then the other player who plays that position is Ira Murphy from Rapid City. And those guys have had really good seasons. And so Matt hasn't had a bad season. It's just those guys have been really, really good, so they're hard to take off the field. Other questions?
I got one.
Yeah.
Manly went over 1,000 yards this season. Just kind of talk about that and, you know, big accomplishment that it was.
Yeah, so the question is about Isaiah Manley. Went over 1,000 yards receiving on Saturday, which I didn't even know until doing hoops yesterday when I was talking to Brad. And so, if you just put it in context, we've had some successful offenses. I've been coordinating offenses for 11 seasons and never had 1,000 yards receiving. So that's impressive. You know, just in general, 1,000 yards receiving is a lot. In my belief, I think 13 is one of the best players in the league. That's my belief. Now, I'm very biased. Some of the plays he made on Saturday were just ridiculous. You just don't see that very often. It's just really exciting. And so, for me, selfishly, I think for the fans in Rapid City, trying to come out and see these two guys, 7 and 13, 6, 66, 56. Some of these guys who have been in this program, it's your last chance to see them play. I just think historically, if you look at the records, we probably haven't had very many players of this caliber that have come through, and so it's a chance to watch these guys play one more time. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the price of admission to see those guys play. They're really exciting players, but for Isaiah, it's just great coaching. He and Jake do so much stuff on their own in terms of being able to understand where the defense is attacking them, that they just do an awesome job. They're just fun to watch. Try to get out of their way and let them play. Other questions? Those are good ones. 1 o'clock Saturday. Like I said, be juiced up and ready to go. I think you're going to see us at a really high level on Saturday. We've just been pretty dang electrified at Dunham Field, and so we're excited to get home and do that one more time. Okay? More honking. All the honking you can handle, baby. All the honking you can handle. 0 notifications from the RMAC yet, so bring the noisemakers and let them go. We'll make sure that we outnumber them for sure in the standings. Okay? All right, guys. Rock on. Thank you.
I actually just got a text from Joel saying, make sure everybody wants more. So, and then if you can't make the game, it'll be on Fox Sports Rapid City Radio. You listen to Town to Town, they're sitting right over there. So, I don't know if there's anything else. Anybody got any questions for me? No? No? Oh, yeah. Don't forget to tip your waitress. She's working very hard for us today. And I'd like to thank you to Buffalo Wild Wings came for having us here. And I think next week we're back in the King Center in the Hall of Fame room. Also, we have pocket schedules that Mark from Clark City just dropped off. So if you guys want to pick one up before you leave, let me know. All right? Enjoy.